Some women can be really cruel, but I'm getting better. Posted by Mighty79. If you like these stories and want to see more, please like and subscribe. I thought I would update my recovery stage to help my internet strangers who are dealing with the hurt and mental pain who's recently been cheated on that things do feel better after time. Any more advice would be greatly appreciated. First of all, I want to thank you for the advice and support that I've received from all of you wonderful people who have read my posts and gave me hope. It's been almost 2 months now since our 5-year relationship with my female, 45, ex-partner cheated on me, male, 42, is quite a vindictive, nasty way that really affected my mental health, as I really did love this woman and who I thought was a good woman with good morals. My ex, who I trusted massively, who wasn't a massive drinker or took drugs. She was a very attractive woman who always got attention. Went out for lunch with family and friends. Ended up drinking all day and night, stayed out till the pubs closed. While I was in my bed, she posted Snapchat pictures of her head on a man's shoulder in a back of a taxi, then pictures of her in this guy's house. I saw them straight away and knew then something wasn't right. After calling all morning, she eventually answered the next evening, admitted what she had done straight away. She told me she had been taking coke and had sex with someone else. Staying over at his house till 1 in the evening, then went home and slept till 6 in the evening. She told me the guy knew she was in a relationship, and the scum even had the cheek to ask to see her again through a text. I have no idea if they are now seeing each other. She told the usual that she wanted to work things out, was happy in our relationship, and didn't want to see this guy again. She loved me a lot and was guilty as hell and all that crap. I thought she was going through some midlife crisis, so I wanted to give her a chance to fix the damage she had caused me. She told me protection was used, and we slept together a few days after. I know I was stupid. Then she told me she couldn't remember much about that night. Anyway, she ended the relationship 4 days after she cheated, saying she couldn't be with someone she cheated on and that she didn't like. I told her I wanted to forget the Snapchat pictures and things she got up to that. Once off the phone, she blocked me everywhere with no reasons or explanations for why she cheated or unhappy or any decent form of closure. It was such a painful experience why someone you loved could cause you so much pain and hurt. I messaged her through an old phone if she could reassure me that condoms were used, but she just read the message and blocked me. Which I wish I never did because it made me feel worthless. Well, it turns out my internet stranger was right. She was lying, and she gave me chlamydia. She tried to add me back on Facebook a few weeks back. I added her back just to see how happy she looked with all her pictures and going out with friends, etc., but I deleted her after 5 minutes after seeing a post she put up on the day she ended it with a picture of Chucky and her saying I'm a fucking demon with lots of laughing faces. I actually wanted to marry this woman. I treated her well. Never once raised my voice to her, never once raised my hand to her. She fell seriously ill 2 years ago with Guillain-Barré syndrome. I stood by her and supported her recovery. Treated her kids well. I have done up her house. All the usual a good partner would do. My dad was recently diagnosed with dementia, and she knew I was finding it hard with the news, and my sister went missing for a few months, so she knew I saw things difficult before what she did. This woman turned out to be the polar opposite of who I thought she was. Now I'm slowly feeling better after the trauma she put me through. I'm sleeping better. I'm now back to work. I go swimming every second night. Bought myself a gym. Going for long walks and totally changed my diet to a much healthier one. I've quit drinking. I've had my first round of therapy, which I'm hoping will help me understand why I felt suicidal after it. My self-esteem is getting better, and my love for this woman is slowly fading. I'm pushing myself for my 8-year-old daughter's sake. It does get better after time, but I know I have a long way to go before I can be able to trust and open up again. I came on this just after it happened because I didn't really know where to turn, and you gave me hope and good advice. And now for the top comments. I'm so sorry for what she did. That woman is pure evil, and the picture of Chucky sounds about right for her. I'm glad you're in a better place now, though, and good for you for taking up therapy and looking after yourself. I hope everything works out for you. If you are trying to find the truth about why she cheated, she may never tell you. You also have to remember cheaters will also lie. You made the right decision to split up. And yes, some women can be cruel. And now for our next story. Possible cheating scenario. Posted by Too Quick to Click. This situation is a little messy but has been at a standstill for the past several days. I need some advice on how to proceed. For the purposes of protecting identity, I have a coworker that we'll call Kay. I met Kay about 6 months ago when I started a new job in a new state. Kay is a year younger than me, we're both mid-20s. Kay is also married and has been since the beginning of the year. We slowly become close friends over time, and we start to hang out more. By this point, she becomes my closest and possibly best friend in my new state. We go out every other week or so, and Kay gets really flirty with me when she gets drunk. Well, last week Kay and I decided to go out for drinks and just have a friend's night out. We both get drunk, and she tells me that she doesn't want to go home because her husband isn't home. At the time, I didn't think much of it, but it might have been a bad idea in retrospect. We both go back to my place, and we have some really deep conversations, and she expresses that she's not happy with her relationship and that she desires something else, yet she is conflicted about it. She tells me that I fit the bill for what she wants, and I won't lie. I've had a huge liking to her ever since we got close. We keep drinking, and she stays the night, but nothing sexual occurs. Her husband never finds out of fear of blowing things out of proportion. I'm afraid of how this might affect the friendship that we have. We both know that it's wrong to do what we're doing, but I know for a fact that it's going to happen again. We see each other every day, and it doesn't get any easier. I don't want to lose her as a friend, but I also don't want to be a homewrecker. How should I proceed? Edit, I get the message, guys. I made a mistake, and I'm not taking it further. I'm not a homewrecker, and I'm going to set boundaries, and I'm going to steer clear of all this in any way I can. And now for the top comments. Do not even think about initiating from your end. A little nudge and everything will collapse. You will be a homewrecker? Also, if his husband tries to screw you, he might contact your company's HR to get you fired. If you consider her as a friend, try to explain to her about the marriage and its importance. She is not supposed to betray her husband. If the marriage is not working, she needs to make it work by talking to her husband and not you. A good friend will help her repair the marriage, not break it. Please do not go in that way. There are a lot of families already broken by infidelity. Please do not add one more. Help her communicating with her husband. You can stay friends without being a homewrecker. Cut out the nights drinking and less with others and make damn sure you're always with someone else. Or better yet, don't go out drinking with her. You shouldn't be hanging around with a married woman like that in the first place. Period. If anything ever happens with her, she'll just cheat on you like she's, practically, cheating on her current husband. Avoid like the plague. And now for our next story. My best friend is cheating on her boyfriend. What should I do? Posted by Apprehensive Rice 900. My best friend and I always share secrets with one another. She's been my best friend for a decade now, and of course, I didn't want to lose her. We've been there for each other regardless of who we're in a relationship with. Once, she told me that she saw her boyfriend texting his ex, with whom he'd had a relationship for 8 years. The ex was asking him for his professional services. Nothing more, nothing less. But she's having trouble getting past it. She disclosed to me that she was having an affair with somebody else. She and her boyfriend have been together for 3 years, and the affair has been going on for a year. I would really appreciate it if someone told me that my ex had been cheating on me before. Some people say that it's right to tell the person about the affair. But I didn't want to ruin a relationship between my best friend and his boyfriend and between me and my best friend. She's extremely guilty of what she's doing, telling me that her boyfriend has been improving so much and that he did not deserve what she's been doing behind his back. She told me that she genuinely loved him. So I told her to stop the affair. She said to me that she will. However, every time we caught up, she would tell me that she did it again and really liked it. By the way, her lover has a girlfriend whom he chose over her when she was ready to leave her boyfriend for him. So now they're FUBU. They would do it in each other's apartments whenever their significant others were not around. What should I do? And now for the top comments. So she's jealous but keeps on cheating. Pure selfishness. No consideration or respect for her BF. He deserves better, and she doesn't deserve him. Don't be that friend keeping the dirty secret and doing nothing to stop her. Honestly, she would need a dose of what she's giving. I guess she would explode with anger if she learned the good boyfriend did the same thing she did. Find a way for the boyfriend to catch them without you telling him. Did this myself, as the chick that was being cheated on was a friend, but so was the guy, but he wouldn't stop cheating and refused to use protection, which was what concerned me the most, as I had an uncle who died of AIDS. Didn't want the same for either of them, but he was knowingly putting himself at risk. She was not. If he got it and gave it to her, I would have felt like complete crap. If I were the boyfriend being cheated on, I'd like to be informed. With proof. What's your say on this? Do you have a similar story? Comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.